Hey guys, Andy here with Precision, and today we have the Tipton Ultra Gun Vise. I've been needing one of these for a little while now, just a good place to kind of work on quite a few different guns. I don't really have a truly dedicated space right now, you know, an actual workbench and all that to do a lot of this stuff, so this gun vise really seemed to fit the bill, mostly because I can use it. It feels, I mean, this box, it's not light by any means, so it's nice and stable, it seems like, but with that I can still pick it up, kind of put it out of the way with my other stuff, and still be able to do pretty much anything I want to do from what I can tell. So anyway, we're gonna rip into this and I'm going to show you guys what all is in it. So inside of here, it looks like we've got a few different pieces. I think it might actually come assembled for the most part. Got a couple of these pieces here, the actual framework, and that is everything that is inside the box. We're going to get that out of the way here. Got off nicely bubble wrap package. Looks like there are a few pieces here yet. We can get this bubble wrap off here first and we'll see what all we got. Get that off of there. There is, looks like a user manual of some sort, probably some warranty information, all that. Tipton has a good reputation in the industry. I don't know why this would be a bad product. I'll be honest, the one thing that kind of turned me off about quite a few of these is that they're plastic. That being said, it's probably actually a good thing. Plastic obviously isn't going to mar your finish nearly as easily as metal when you're dealing with vices. It's also obviously a lighter weight. Let's be honest, modern polymers are far different than what they used to have back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. You can actually get plastics now that are stronger than steel and lighter than aluminum. So anyway, looking at this, so this piece here is really one of the biggest reasons I got it. This is an AR mount, goes right in the mag well, and it actually has this little flip over piece. So I've got a couple videos planned. I got a trigger replacement that I'm going to be doing here, showing you guys that this will come in very handy for, so I can actually dry fire the rifle without the upper receiver on it and not have to worry about damaging my lower receiver. So with that being said, that's very handy. I do have another block I'll show you guys that you can get instead of this, but just having this integrated into the system, very, very nice to be able just to do that, have it all as one piece. We'll set that off to the side. Now these pieces, these are actually the clamps that, again, they get mounted to the base, but you can kind of turn these handles and you can tighten this down, and it looks like each one is independent of the other, so you can actually kind of offset your clamping if, you know, for whatever reason your stock isn't quite squared up and you want the rest of your gun to be. So this actually, it looks like there are metal reinforcements all around there, so I like to see that a lot. I don't know why you would really need to clamp your gun down tight enough to worry about that. I mean, this is a very hefty piece, so very nice to see that. These pieces in here are actually rubber, it feels like. There is plastic on the inside. I don't know, I doubt you guys will be able to see that, but everything else looks like plastic other than these, and it's clamped together with steel screws and bolts and nuts, so very nice to see that. This piece, I don't know if they are identical, but you have one for the front, one for the back. It looks like they are. If they're not identical, they're pretty close. I would be willing to put money down there, probably the exact same piece. Very nice pieces to be working with there. So they actually ship these installed upside down. So you've got this piece here, this piece, actually all these, it looks like, are actually clamped on here upside down. So I'm gonna unclamp these. That off of there. That's this tray. That actually comes with two trays, very nice trays. Those actually just unclip. They're not clamped down by any means. And then these feet that are on here, it's got 4 feet adjustable, so you can level it out if you need to. Very handy, obviously, if you're trying to level a scope or something along those lines, or doing some bedding. Rubber feet, and it looks like plastic with metal threads, plastic knobs. These bars are metal, and it looks like most of these cross pieces look like they are plastic, all screwed together, obviously with metal fasteners. So again, seems very nice. kind of just square this up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, my table's moving, but this is not moving in relation to the table hardly at all. So very nice to see that. Anyway, so these pieces here, you have a front and a back. Again, these look like they're pretty much identical. If they're not, they're pretty close. Take this, clip it onto the front. Actually, it might be easier for you guys to see it this way. So this side over here is actually fixed. So you can clip it onto there, and then almost like a Picatinny rail mount, you go ahead and just tighten that up on there, and that is, yeah, it's definitely not going anywhere on that rail without some serious force being applied. That's always good. If we clamp these down onto either side, I'll loosen this one up and move it over. And then this one in the middle, same deal. These outer clamps actually were clamping down tight enough to actually deform this. So what I can do now is with this middle piece, I can clamp that down. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And then this guy, so on here there's notches on this side and on this side, so you can clip that in there, tighten that down, and there we go. So now what we can do is take this, and I've actually got that block I was telling you guys about. Take this block off of there, knock that down, and so that's actually held in there by the mag release. So what I can do then, push that down and flip this back there, and then I can go ahead and still do a function check with my trigger without having the upper receiver and having to worry about my hammer flying forward and hitting my actual receiver and possibly breaking it. So that is for the AR mount. Set that off to the side, and then these guys, get it, there we go. So that's nice and tight. I'm gonna pull this out of the way here. Put this one over here. With these two pieces, these are actually infinitely adjustable height-wise, as well as the two clamps that come together on either side. So just a set of screw threads that kind of push everything together. So lots of flexibility there. And then, like I said, these trays literally just clip in there, not going anywhere. And these are nice, you know, they're nothing super fancy by any means, but nice just to be able to put a couple tools and, you know, cleaning patches, stuff like that. Nice deep wells, so you can actually put some fluid in there if you wanted to do that. I don't know that I would, but the option is there if that's something that you choose to do. So anyway, that is the Tipton Ultra Gun Vise. I think well worth the money. I can't remember how much it was. I want to say MSRP is like around 200 or something like that. I haven't used this thing yet, but just looking at it, I see no reason not to recommend it. So if you guys have any questions, as always, comment down below. I will do my best to answer any questions you guys have. Comments, concerns, you know, do the usual, like, subscribe, comment, and share. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for checking it out.